gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's over! Safe! Oh my God!
Did you see that?
Great diving play.
He's hit a touchdown! Hastings Raiders win the ball game!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hastings High School for a Metro East softball clash. I'm Hunter Pinky on the call for a couple minutes here as we're coming in a little bit hot today, just getting started and rolling. So I'll get the action started here on the call while Bruce is kind of getting organized on his end. Bruce Karnick will take over the play-by-play duties in a couple moments once he's all set to go. Looking at the Metro East Conference right now, Hastings in that top spot at the top with a 6-1 record with their one loss coming against Two Rivers a couple of weeks ago. Mahtomedi near the bottom half of the conference, but 4-7 overall, so slowly working their way back at it. Last time they met, Hastings won pretty handedly with a 15-1 victory over at Mahtomedi. So Mahtomedi looking for some revenge here in this one. For those watching on the stream, we apologize. We've been having hotspot issues from the ballpark. That first pitch will miss outside for a ball. Count moves to 1-0. Haley Strain will be on the bump today, well, in the circle, I should say. There's no pitcher's mound for the Raiders. That's lined hard to first base. Nice grab over at first. What a play. See if we can take a look back on it.
Number 24, Willie Erickson.
Bear with me, folks. I'm doing triple duty at the moment, so that pitch will be a strike. Here's a look back at that last play. That was a screamer right towards the first baseman. Nice play to get our action started here. That one will miss outside in the dirt. This is Maha Erickson at the plate for the Zephyrs. Nice fastball by Haley Strain, gets her to swing. That pitch misses not by much. Count was to 2-2. A little windy here from the Hastings High School facilities. That one's grounded foul down the first baseline. Erickson looking to put something in play. Let's again give a shout out to our camera operators today, Ben, Ian, and Max, and then Seth doing a little shadowing and doing the score graphic today. And then Bruce will be on play-by-play here shortly as that's fouled straight towards the Mahtomedi dugout. So 2-2 count. One down here in the top of the first inning. That pitch misses near the helmet. Count will move to full, 3-2. Here's a pitch. And swinging strike.
Next batter, number 25, Adam Martin.
So Apologize, got confused for a quick second there. Had a quick conversation by a couple of players. Here's a look at that strikeout. Unfortunately, just missed that strikeout on the replay. Again, apologize if you're watching on YouTube. We've been having a lot of hotspot trouble this season for sporting events. So, worst case, we will get this game uploaded in full by tomorrow evening. Fortunately, not a lot we can do about the internet when there's no internet to be had. That one low in the dirt. Here's a pitch from Strain, 1-1 count. A couple down. This is Annika Martin, as that one's in there for a strike. Annika Martin playing center field today for the Zephyrs. Here's a 1-2 pitch. That one's a little nubbed back towards the backstop. I believe that was actually a strikeout and dropped. So they're going to rule it a dropped third strike, and she advanced to first base. Kind of a weird looking play there. We all thought it was foul here. That one's fouled towards the Zephyr dugout. This is Julia Ruzinski hitting for the Zephyrs. One runner on first base, 2 outs, 0-1 count. Here's a pitch from Strain. Big lead over there at first base. Now here's the 0-2 pitch from Strain. That one misses high near the helmet. Count will move to 1-2. Zephyrs being pretty patient at the plate in the early stages. Grounded down the first base line, taking it to the bag herself, and that will retire the side. So the Mahtomedi Zephyrs do get a base runner on a drop third strike, but unable to put any runs across the plate. Let's get a good look at the box score on your screen. So with that, I will relieve my announcing duties here, and I will let Bruce Karnick take over for the rest of the game.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful day for softball here at Hastings High School. Bruce Karnick now with you. Sorry for the late start on my part. Unfortunately, kind of a crazy day with work, and I got here just a few minutes late. We had to do senior night, so I had to get the lineup and all that fun stuff set up. But we are ready to rock and roll with Sienna McCoy, the catcher, who will be leading off. After that, we've got Leighton Robinson at shortstop. Number 18, Haley Strain, is on the mound, like Hunter said earlier, the circle, whatever you want to call it, for softball. Batting fourth will be number 11, Addie Selesky, and we'll finish up the rest of the lineup for you here in just a second. We'll get the announcing for Sienna McCoy. Now batting number 10, the catcher, Sienna McCoy. So I am pulling double duty. I'm doing the in-stadium announcing as well as the play-by-play here for you guys. Great to have you along. And Erickson fires the first pitch, is a ball low. McCoy steps back in the box, and Malia Erickson for Mahtomedi in the circle. Pitches, strike called. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Uh-oh, I didn't set their third base person in there. We'll get that fixed quick so I know who's doing what. At third is Lexi Berg. Ball low there. And looks like I've got all their defensive stuff set up. So I'll give you that here in between the next batter. So 2 balls, 1 strike to McCoy. Nobody on. It's the first Hastings at bat. Ball low, so it's now 3-1. Trying to utilize some card stock to shield my screen here with the sun, and it's not quite working, but that's all right. We'll get through it. Grounds that one fouled toward the third base dugout. Oh, it's going to be a long day, isn't it? Get myself a little tongue-tied. First game of the season, you know how it goes. Got a good crowd here behind me, too, which is always fun to see. Erickson sets, fires, swung on ground ball toward third. It's going to hit the gap, but the shortstop is going to make the grab, and the throw is not in time. Pollock tried to grab that one, but it was a slow enough roller past the third baseman that she couldn't quite get to it and get the throw down. So that brings up with the single. Number 14. Now batting number 14, Leighton Robinson. Ball high, bunt shown, and not a strike because that was pulled back, but McCoy tried stealing and was gunned down from the catcher to the shortstop. So Robinson now with 1 ball, no strikes. Erickson fires, ball high and outside. That was a good throw down by Shepik. Well placed.
Ready 1, cut 1. Ready 2. Cut 2.
And fires. That one's going to be hit to center field, and it looks like it's going over the head of Annika Martin here, and we are going to have at least a double, and she's going for the triple, and the throw is not on target. So she is in with a stand-up triple. Crushed that one to center field. That was a heck of a hit. Way over the head of the center fielder. And now we have a runner on third. Unfortunately, that steal cost the Raiders a run, but we'll see if we can make that up here. Now batting, number 18, the pitcher, Haley Strain. That was a solid shot. Ball low and in the dirt. Nice stop by Shepik behind home plate. That is not working at all. I tried the paper. That's okay. I guess the nice thing is not getting here in time is I was not able to run the wire for music, so I don't have to in between music. Line drive, and oh, that's going to be hit well over the left fielder's head, and that's going to get to the fence for at least a stand-up double, and she's trying for third, and she is in. 2 triples in a row. And the Raiders now have a 1-0 lead. And I tell you what, folks, the bats from the Raiders have just been on fire. They are getting hit after hit all season long. Even in the 2 losses, they had a couple, like just a ton of hits too. Uh-oh. Okay, so Addie Selesky swings, pops it up right in front of home plate. The catcher dives for it. It goes off the catcher's glove and stays in play. And then Selesky reaches on a single. But after that, chaos ensues. And she gets to second on a throwing error from the pitcher. She tried to get her out at first and could not quite make it. So we'll see here. Now batting number 24, Lily Watts. It happened so fast I wasn't even able to announce Addie getting in there. That's the difference between baseball and softball. Softball, they have like 15 feet to walk. Baseball's like 40. And that one's hit to center, but looks like our center fielder Martin is under it, and she is. Selesky fakes the tag and stays at second. All right, a little fly ball to center field, so we got an F8. Now batting number 2, left fielder Lauren Meyer. Meyer, first pitch, swung on, right back to the pitcher. It's going to go in the gap into second. That's going to score Selesky with aggressive base running, and the Raiders are now up 3-0. And Meyer was over at first trying to egg him on to throw it or something. And yeah, it's a solid single ground ball up the middle to give the Raiders a 3-run lead. Now batting number 25, first baseman Ella Hausel. 2 outs, fouls that one over the first base dugout for the first strike.
If you could help get those foul balls back into play, that would be greatly appreciated.
Had to make the foul ball. Right now I have no balls, 1 strike. Now another fly ball to center, and that is going to retire the side for Hastings with the fly out, another F8. But now before Hastings strikes first, scoring 3. The top of the first recap. Or bottom of the first, excuse me. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Hastings takes the early 3-0 lead. In the hole for Mahtomedi, Mayadal on deck, Christian Johnson. Your next batter, number 8, Lexi Berg. All right, so the only thing that happened in that inning that I don't quite understand was the first half when Mahtomedi had that foul ball that went past Sienna McCoy. For some reason, the umpire called that a drop third strike. I'm not sure how that happens or how that works. But yeah, we'll deal with that. I mean, Hastings it's just crazy with, how fast softball actually goes. And there's a field shot. Oh, I didn't even realize I had a monitor right here in front of me. That's all right. The shot over second, and actually that looks like short. With Haley there in the left. Leading off from Mahtomedi, number 8, Lexi Berg. So far, we've only seen 4 batters from Mahtomedi. That first pitch called strike. Strain pretty consistently is 2-1, 2.5-1 pitch-wise as far as strikes to balls. There's a ball high as I, prop her up a little bit. The wind is actually making it dry up here today. So again, Hastings has the lead 3-0. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Let's give you the defense here. At the pitcher, Haley Strain, McCoy behind the plate, first base, Ella Hausholt. Rachel Notch at second, Leighton Robinson at short, Lily Watts at third, Lauren Meyer in left, Addie Selesky is in center, and Lauren Mull. And Berg goes down swinging. Now batting, number 27, first base, Christian Johnson. Baseball, or softball, I can't talk right now, sorry. Do you have an update? Is it 1 and 2? Oh, I had 2 balls. Okay. Well, we'll fix that. That's all right. 2 and 2 now. I apologize. Family phone call. Had a little bit of a family emergency this morning and had to get an update on Mom, so we're good to go there. Ball high. Scoreboard says 2-2 now, but I have 3-2, so we'll see who's right. Actually, it isn't even updating. There we go. Johnson at the plate. Strain gets her signal. Sets. Fires. Fouls that one off towards the first base dugout. Don't have a ton of information on Mahtomedi as far as their season and whatnot. Can look that up here in the intermission. Fires, fouls that one again towards first base, this time over the dugout. Top of the second, 1 out. Hastings leads 3-0. Strain fires, swings, fouls that one off the plate down the first base line. Advantage that Hastings has with Haley Strain is she throws the ball really hard. I think the recorded top speed for her is about 67 miles an hour, which roughly translates to 93 for baseball. 95, somewhere in there. Ball high. Oh, she swung on it. So there's the retirement of that one. Strikeout swinging. And that brings up now batting number 22, Maya Dahl. As of right now, we're in our 7th batter in 2 innings. There was the replay, or here's the replay? Nope, there was the replay. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. The sun's out. It's a wonderful day, sitting out here in shorts. But it is making it interesting to see TV screens here. Long look in. McCoy gives Strain the signal. Sets. Fires. Ball high and inside. Almost on the face mask of Dahl. Makes me wonder if there's a relation to Dave Dahl over there, but I don't see him in the crowd yet. He's not shy to show up at games. Strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We've had him here in Hastings with baseball, so I think his grandson plays for Stillwater. Dahl relaxes a little bit. Sets now and ball low. Dahl was ready to swing at that one too, but she quickly changed her mind. Strain fires. Big swing and a miss. Bye-bye. I believe, let's look at the information there. Whoops, wrong one. I want that button, I think. There we go. Yep, 3 straight strikeouts swinging in a row in that inning. So far, we've got 4 strikeouts for Strain out of 7 batters faced. Top of the second recap. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. Hastings maintains the 3-0 lead. In the hole for the Raiders, McCoy on deck. Number 8, Lauren Mull. Your next batter, number 7, Ella Carlson. Welcome back. Leading off, number 7, Ella Carlson. First pitch, Carlson's. Ooh, ball inside. I thought he was calling that one a strike. Nice height on it, but it was from this angle. It's a little hard to tell if that was inside or not. Erickson sets, fires, swung on, ground ball to third, gobbled up over the third baseman, and quick toss over to first for the routine out. Well played there by Mahtomedi. So 5-3 on the put out. Your next batter, right fielder, number 8, Lauren Mull. Can hear the chatter of the kids both on the Mahtomedi bench and the Hastings bench. Probably going to be easier to hear Mott a little bit just from they're facing us. Mull bunts, beautifully put down, and the throw is in time from Erickson to Kaylin Jones, who smartly went from second to first to cover. That was a pretty bunt, though. Unfortunately, the Mahtomedi was too quick. Now batting number 10, Sienna McCoy. First pitch to McCoy is a strike. Hastings leads 3-0, but 2 out in the bottom of the second. 0-1 count. Ball low and inside. I keep kicking this cord and pulling on my headset. I'm like, stop it! Swung on. That one is going to be blooped into left center and fall in for a single. A little soft fly ball into left center. Falls right in no man's land because there was nobody that could get there. And she will hang out at first. Now batting the shortstop, number 14, Leighton Robinson. First pitch to Robinson is a ball high. She gets a sign from head coach Becca Sorensen there. Steps back into the box. Swung on. That is going to, again, same spot. Like, you cannot call that spot better. So we'll take it. 2 shots right to left center, blooping them into the no man's land out there. Beautiful spot for that. You can do that all game long and just rally some scores back to back to back on that. So we have runners on first and second. McCoy at second, Robinson at first, and now batting number 18, Haley Strain. Ball outside to the left-handed Strain. You know, I think that her being a lefty also kind of messes with people when she pitches, which is even better. Swung on, ground ball to second, and looks like the third out is going to be recorded. 4-3 to end the inning. Raiders try to rally another bunch of runs, but unable to do so. Bottom of the second recap. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on base. In the hole from Mahtomedi, Evashevik on deck, number 29, Alexandra Pollock. And your next batter will be number 5, Samantha Pramel. So we're going to be 8-9-1 hitters here. I don't know what we're listening to, but we're bopping, whatever. Don't recognize either of these umpires. You can, I don't know if you want to get me a shot of them. Like, it's just kind of funny to see the height difference. I know the baseball guys. I know a lot of the baseball guys here, but you got the field umpire on the left, the tall guy, and then the guy from home there on the right. So far, the only thing that I've seen that was kind of weird, I didn't understand, was how the foul ball was considered a drop third strike, but maybe it's a different rule than baseball. I don't know. Hunter, do you know?
Maybe probably didn't think it was a foul.
He must not have seen the foul, the redirection off the bat, which is pretty clear, but that's all right. They're human. They make mistakes. Didn't really, it cost us, nothing, right? I think? Oh. All right. Now batting left fielder, number 5, Sammy Pramel. And parents, if I'm not saying that right, I don't know, is there a thing on the YouTube thing? I don't know. Hunter will tell me. Bunted, foul. Premel's also a lefty. I don't know if Mahtomedi is young, because they look like they They look like they're younger than Hastings. I know we've got a lot of juniors and seniors. Another bunt showing strike called on that. 0-2, nobody out. Top of the third. I don't know who's running the scoreboard over there. Ball low and in the dirt. Strain shrugs one off, sets, delivers, swung on, strike three. We can't quite go good afternoon, good evening, and good night, but we'll take it. Now batting the shortstop, number 29, Alexander Pollock. The 9-hitter, 1 out. Raiders lead 3-0. Strike called. As of right now, we've got 4 straight strikeouts. Oops. Pollock steps out, gets her sign from third base coach. Steps back in.
I'm still not for sure they needed someone right away, but I couldn't.
Bunt. Not gonna make it. Well played. Hausholt scrambles in to grab that one as it trickled down the first baseline and then quickly throws to second baseman Rachel Notch. So there's 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup. Now batting the catcher, number 1, Ava Shepard. Ball high and inside. That would be a shave and a haircut moment in baseball because that was chin music. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Hastings leads 3-0. Big swing and a miss. She was trying to cut into the Raider lead there with 1 hit. Strain likes the call, delivers, ball high. I do have to put a little plug in here. I am drinking water that I've acquired from Spiral Co-op. They have a big filtered water machine for their big jugs and 1-gallon jugs, and it's delicious. Popped straight up down the first base line, and Strain is over to grab it. A high pop-up ends the inning, so F1 for Shepik. Top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base in the hole for Hastings. Lauren Meyer on deck, Lily Watts, your next batter, number 11, Addie Selesky. Let's look at Strain's performance so far. She has faced, where is it? Oh, it doesn't show me the batters faced yet. Oh yeah, there is 10. She's thrown 47 pitches facing those 10 batters. She's recorded 6 strikeouts. 6 out of 10 batters faced struck out against Haley. I think the last game she had 10. I think it was, the last one was 10, and then the one before that was 7 strikeouts. So Haley really is a machine for the Raiders. And Selesky is finding her bat again. Started the season just a little slow, which happens. You know, sometimes it takes a little bit to get your swing back after, you know, hockey season and, you know, a short practice season because of softball being, you know, outside and Mother Nature not really liking that for some reason. Now batting, number 11, Addie Selesky. Pitch, ball high and outside. That was almost just a bit outside moment to the backstop. So instead of saying give him the heater, Ricky, can we say give her the heater, Mickey? I don't know. Foul. I know it could be caught and was fouled straight up over the head of the umpire for the first out. Yes. So the pop up there records the first out for the Raiders, F2. Now batting number 24, Lily Watts. Strike right down the gut. After this, a commercial break, 10-4. Ball high, and looks like it might have been a little inside as well. Yep, they're not right. I'm right. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Trust me, I'm keeping track. I'm right. I know that. Swung on, hit to left field, and the left fielder's going to catch that line drive. Well, that was a decently hit ball. I mean, she tagged that thing. But unfortunately, it was one of those right at the left fielder. Now batting number 2, left fielder Lauren Meyer. And that one's crushed to center, but the center fielder didn't even have to move. That is an unfortunate shot directly at the center fielder. And that will retire the side for Hastings. Bottom of third, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base in the hole for the Zephyrs. Rosinski on deck. Martin, your next batter, number 24, Malia Erickson. And then for that, folks, we're going to send you to break.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God!
And reaching up and making the play.
It's over!
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
Gone! Touchdown, Raiders!
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
yes.
Welcome back to Hastings, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting number 24, Malia Erickson. Hastings has the lead, 3-0. We are in the top of the 4th, and Malia Erickson, the pitcher for Mahtomedi, is at the plate with 1 strike. Make that 1-1 now with Haley Strain still on the mound. So far, Strain has thrown. Let's take a look. She's at like 50 pitches, 49, I think. So she's doing well keeping that pitch count down. Big swing and a miss. I will tell you this. The Mahtomedi batters are behind Strain's pitches. She's, kind of blowing the doors off, which is fun to watch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Erickson is the first batter for this inning. Ball high. I don't know if that's called a rise ball. I think that's what they call that one. It looked like it kind of went up a little bit, like the end of a ski ramp or something. Strain likes the call. Fires. Strike right at the knees. And she gets to go sit down for the strikeout looking. Let's see where this one goes if we can tell. Nope. Looks like she's in the way. That's all right. Nice pitch, though, from Strain. It was right at the knees, right across the middle. I should probably say who the batter is now after this pitch. First pitch is a strike. Now batting number 25, Annika Martin. Strain fires. Ground ball up the middle. That is going to be the first hit for them. Yes, it is. That will be the first single for Mahtomedi. Nice stop. That is a nice stop by Leighton Robinson there at short. Now batting number 21, Julia Rosinski. First pitch to Rosinski is a strike. Oh, she caught that one just off the end of the bat, and Ella Hausholt dove for it, but it went foul. Let's see in the replay here. It's really quick. Yeah, the foul ball just barely on that. So it's 0-2, the 0-2 delivery from Strain. Oh, that was where the last one was called strike, so maybe just a hair lower. So Strain resets in the circle, gets the signal from McCoy, delivers, ball low, 2-2. McCoy threw down to first, not in time to get the runner who had a decent lead there. So I don't know if there's a hit and run call, but she took off and then quickly returned. 2-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Now, let's see here. Lexi, right? Yes. Your next batter. Number 8, Lexi Berg. Berg on the day so far. Strikeout swinging. 0 for 1. Strain fires. That one's going to be grounded off the home plate, but right to Ella Hausholt, who will just tag her in the line. To retire the side. Top of the 4th recap, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Hastings maintains the 3-0 lead. In the hole for Hastings, Lauren Mull on deck, Ella Carlson, your next batter, number 25, Ella Hausholt. Addie's giving me a weird look as she's walking off the field because I'm just, I'm enjoying the music with them. Oh, you know what I should do? I just realized that my app for keeping track of the score and all these stats that you guys are hearing says that this is a 9-inning game. That's because the last thing I scored was baseball, so I haven't used this yet this year for anything high school related. That was a nice throw-down for warm-ups by Ava Shepik from the Mahtomedi catching position. Now batting first baseman, number 25, Ella Hausholt. You can see Coach Fike running over to first. Assistant softball coach Chad Fikema, also a head basketball coach for the boys, who were just a heartbreak shot away from continuing in sections over Eastview, I think it was. Was the boys at Eastview that heartbreaker for basketball? Egan, thank you, yes, Egan. Beat Egan, lost to, Eastview lost to Egan, that's what it was. Ground ball right through the glove of the third baseman. I mean, Lexi stabbed at it, she had no shot. That was hit so hard. And that is gonna fall in there for a single right down the line. So we have a runner on first. Now batting number 7, Ella Carlson. As Ella Hausholt, who hit the hard ground ball down the line of third. And now we have Ella Carlson. We've got a couple Laurens, a couple Ellas. Delivery, ball low in the dirt. Hausholt was over at first, ready to take off towards second, and just in case, and she actually made the catcher look down to see if she could distract her enough to miss that one. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I will say, watching these guys run the bases, just the difference in aggression this year. Very aggressive trying to get extra bases. And they're doing the little things like that where they just distract the opposing players. That one swung on, ground to second. That is not me. Why is the music? Did they get the double play? They did. Oh, no, they didn't get the runner at second, so they got the runner at first, it looks like, I guess. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. Backhands it, stabs it, realizes she's not getting the runner at second, so she just goes straight for the out at first, which was a wise play. So we record that as a ground out. 6-3. Now batting number 8, right fielder Lauren Mull. So we've got Hausholt at second now, so runner in scoring position. 1 out. I missed that pitch, so I'm going to go ball. 2 balls. Plus, I didn't hear the umpire yell strike, so we're going to... I think it was actually the first one was a little bit in the dirt, actually, so yeah, ball. 2 balls. No strikes. 1 out. Runner on second. Foul ball down the third baseline. That one is hit to the gap in center, and that is going to land in. And Hausholt is held at third. So a hit single, a little blooper. Soft blooper advances Hausholt to third. So we got runners on the corner. Now batting number 10, the catcher, Sienna McCoy. McCoy today, 2 singles. Both of them have been to left field. 1 through the gap between short and third, and 1 over the shortstop's head. So we'll see where she pops this one. They did shift the center fielder over. Ball high and inside, and I don't know if that hit her, but she just stood there like, yeah, we'll let the umpire decide. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, Hastings leads 3-0. And they are threatening to increase that lead now. Ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, and the catcher, or the runner from third will score on the wild pitch, as well as Mull advances to second. So ball advanced home on the wild pitch, and second on the wild pitch. And McCoy will step back in the box with 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. Got to get the scoreboard reset. Ball high outside. The danger of the shorter field. Now it's 3-0. 3-0 is what I've got. And he just said 2-0, so I know I'm right. I think the girls are kind of pushing buttons in the press box, or not press box, in the dugout. 4-pitch walk. Runners at first and second now. With McCoy at first, Mull at second, and that brings up now batting number 14, Clayton Robinson. Robinson has a crushed triple, I believe it was, to dead center, and then blooped one in back to back to left field. First pitch to her is a ball. Hastings has the 4-0 lead, 9 hits to 1 hit from Mahtomedi. Hastings has left 3 on base so far. Mahtomedi has left 2. On the error side of things, there's a ground ball towards second. See if she can goof that up, and it did. Oh, safe, yes. Excellent base running by Sienna McCoy. She paused just long enough to block the second baseman's vision there and caused her to bobble that play. I'm going to call it an error until I'm told otherwise, but because that was definitely a fielding error. Now batting number 18, Haley Strain. Yeah, it was definitely a fielding error. We're calling that one for that. But it was beautifully executed by Sienna McCoy to get that in the way, advancing the batters around, or the runners around. I missed that. I'm assuming that was a ball. I just had to fix that because they weren't getting the... Gosh, I hate when it does that and I lose it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Strain. Bases loaded. Wind is blowing out to right field. So the flag is still. Ground ball to third is going to score 1, for sure 2. And we have runners at, now we have runners at second and third on the bad throw. So we're going to go, I'm calling that one a hit single to third with the line drive there. And we advance the runners there from second and whatnot. And then there. And then we are going to go a throwing error to get them to third. On the left fielder, a throwing error on the left fielder. Got a replay for me? Oh. Gotcha. Disadvantage of using this. Now batting number 11, Addie Selesky. So yeah, the hard hit ball to left field scored 2, and then the left fielder threw it in but missed the third baseman. And that advanced the runners to go from first and second to second and third. Ground ball to short is going to safe because there was a needed tag there and could not get that. So a fielder's choice, in play fielder's choice. Ground ball to short, tosses home. If the bases would have been loaded, she would have been out. But because there was no force there, the catcher needed to make the tag and did not do so. Runners at first and third again. Now bat number 24, Lily Watts. And the wheels are starting to fall off for Mahtomedi. First pitch was a strike. Selesky went to steal second. And she did, and then Strain reached home on an error because it was a throwing error by the catcher. And Selesky stood her ground there. Wild pitch gets Selesky over to third. So lots of little mental things going on for the Zephyrs in the field, which, you know, for academic-based athletics, you hate to see just because, you know, you want the kids to play well, but at the same time, they are the opponent, so we can be happy with that. Ball high and inside to Lily Watts. Selesky advances on a steal to second, and then a wild pitch gets her to third, and the Raiders have 1 out, leading 8-0. With Malia Erickson still on the mound for Mahtomedi. That one swung on, line drive to third, makes a leaping grab and beats Selesky back to the bag for the double play. So they get out on a kind of look what I found type line drive play. Unassisted double play. That's, you know, rarer in baseball than it is, I think, here in softball. Let's give you the recap. Bottom of the fourth recap, 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, none left on base. Hastings extends their lead 8-0. In the hole from Mahtomedi, apparently on deck, Dahl, your next batter, number 27, Kristen Johnson. Now, what you just heard me do makes me wonder, during the season opener, had I been here doing the announcing, if that kerfuffle of getting the batting order, you know, out of order would have saved the Raiders the trouble. Because what happened, there was a play somewhere, I don't remember, it was on the field, and then, because this was a TV game too, wasn't it? The first game where they batted out of order. Oh, then it was just the first game of the season then, and they batted out of order accidentally because the umpire called an out on the third out, and they didn't know if it was on the batter or in the field, and so the batter thought she was out and wasn't, so technically batted out of order. Now batting number 27, Kristen Johnson. You know, so had maybe I been here, they would have fixed that. I don't know, because I would have had to get clarification as who was out. Big swing and a miss for the first pitch to Johnson. They have 2 and 1. That's not right because there's nobody out either, so they haven't reset the scoreboard. Scoreboard's finicky out here. Yeah, our scoreboard is good. That was a big strike. 0 and 2. But yeah, the scoreboard in stadium, it's a Daktronic scoreboard. I love it. It's got this Bluetooth controller, but the problem is the box for the Bluetooth is in the first base dugout, and the person operating it is in the third base dugout. Ball there, so it doesn't always respond Bluetooth-wise. Yeah, beautiful scoreboard. I'm going to take a little bit of credit on getting that one out here. We bought one out at Vets, and they liked the look so much, I think, that the high school bought one for the baseball field and the softball field. So, yeah, we'll just take a little credit. They needed it. Absolutely, they needed it. And when I talked to Trent, I praised AIM Electronics so much for the work that they did out at Vets that he's like really good to know, and I think that really helped his decision with picking a beautiful scoreboard here at the field, over at baseball, inside for basketball. And I'm like, dude, you can't go wrong. These guys are great. Big swing and a miss on the 2-2 count, and that retires Johnson, sorry. Now batting number 22, Maya Dahl. Dahl is 0 for 1 strikeout swinging. As of right now, Strain has struck out 9. First pitch is in there for a strike. Hastings leads 8-0, 1 out, nobody on. Mahtomedi has had 1 hit, and they've committed 4 errors in the field, not helping themselves in the field in the last inning, where Hastings scored 5. Big swing and cut underneath that pitch. So, I don't know if that was a rise ball again or what, but nowhere near where the bat was. Can we tell Leighton Robinson to stand about 5 feet to the right or left? Ball outside. Hastings has been really fortunate these last, 5-6 years with their catcher. We had Kendall Jenkins for several years, and then her experience rubbed off on the younger Sienna McCoy, and McCoy has just been phenomenal behind the plate too for Hastings. 2-2, 1 out, nobody on. Strain does, we'll take that one. Sets, delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And of course, Dahl goes over to tell Pramel what's going on, kind of like, hey, this is what I saw. Good teammates do that, but good pitchers can work around that. So we'll see how she does there. Now batting number 5, Sammy Pramel. Again, she, 1 appearance at the plate so far, also struck out. Strain fires, bunts, grounds back to Strain. Easy pick for the 1-4 put out to retire the side. Let's do that and that button, the bunt, and it went 1-3. Sorry, 1 whatever. We're good. Top of the 5th recap. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. In the hole for Hastings, Carlson on deck, hustled. And your next batter will be number 2, Lauren Meyer. Break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here in like a minute and a half.
Hi, this is Lucas Foss from Hastings, and on behalf of all Metro East Conference schools, we would like to thank you for supporting us. Please remember to show respect and good sportsmanship at all times. We as athletes will always try our best, and you can expect the same from coaches and officials. Mistakes will be made by everyone involved, but please show support and respect through the contest, no matter the outcome, whether it be online or in the stands.
We're back. Welcome back to Hastings High School. Hastings Community TV. First pitch ball to Lauren Meyer. We've got Meyer, Ella Hausholt, and Ella Carlson are your next three batters. Ooh, I was ready to call that one a strike. That had to just miss inside. I don't know if you want to try. I don't know if we can replay that one or not, but that's all right. And delivers. Fouls that one there. First strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That was inside, but just barely in that ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 2-2 now to Meyer. It's all good. It wasn't one of those things where you'd expect it to be needed to be replayed, but it was so close, you know. Ball low in the dirt actually hits the plate. Not slow pitch. In slow pitch, you can hit the plate, and that's a strike. Full count. Nobody on. First batter for Hastings in the bottom of the 5th. Fouls that one back. So I have Malia Erickson on the mound. Ava Shepik at catching. Johnson at first. Kaylin Jones at second. Delivers. Ball in the dirt. She gets a free base. Thank you for the free base. Now batting number 25, Ella Hausholt. Alexander Pollock at short, Lexi Berg at third, Sammy Pramel at left field, Annika Martin in center, and Maya Dahl in right. First pitch, swung on, ground up the middle, and not able to be grabbed by the charging second baseman. That is going to move. That moves Lauren Meyer over to third with that little bobble, but I can't call that an error. That was too far of a grab for her. So we're going to go single up the middle on the grounder. She advances there and then advanced on the throw to second. So we have runners at second and third. Number 12, we are losing the DH or DP, and that is now going to be Rachel Notch batting. So we're dropping the DP. Now batting number 12, Rachel Notch. And after Notch, number 8, Lauren Mull. And Mull is in the warm-up circle. And that first pitch is a ball inside. Tell you what, Erickson is definitely painting the corners real well, especially that inside corner on right-handed batters. Ooh, didn't know if he was going to call that one. He thought about it for a second, and that is the first called strike to Notch. So 1-1. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Hastings could end the game right here.
I do have the jet.
That one's grounded down the third base line. Runner comes home safe. So the on the throw, ground out to third. Soft grounder records the first out, but it advances the batters and gives Hastings a 9-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. A hit here ends the game. Ball low. Now batting number 8, Lauren Mull. I can push buttons if you tell me what to push. 5:30. I mean, not even an hour.
Sorry, this is last.
And we've been through 4.5 innings of softball. 2 balls, no strikes to Mull. A wild pitch, pass ball, or a hit. That could end it. Nope. Did they get her out? They got her out. This time they did not push that runner to third. I don't know if they're thinking that Hausholt over there doesn't quite have the speed to beat that throw. But a 5-3 out. Now we have runner at third, 2 outs. Now batting number 10, Sienna McCoy. Ball high. Malia Erickson, 69 pitches. Haley Strain, 72. Erickson is 38-31 for strikes to balls. Strike called right down the middle there. And like I said, Strain's typically, you know, that 2-1 or a little bit higher. She's 49-23. So she gives people stuff to hit, but she paints the corners, you know, really, really well. Ball low, well blocked. That saved the game right there by Ava Shepik. Third baseman is in front of the bag. First base is at the bag in line. Ball high. So here's the situation. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. El Hausholt on third is the game-winning run if the Raiders can push her across. Erickson fires. That is going to end the game. That is going to end the game. A single to right center gives the Raiders the 10-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you a recap here in just a second with that nice line, or I'm going to call that a fly ball. That is the end. That scored with the 10-run rule. She held up at first. And we just have to push a couple buttons on the iPad here to end the game, and we'll get back to your recap screen. All right. Your final line for Mahtomedi: no runs, 1 hit, 4 errors, 2 left on base. For Hastings, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 4 left on base. Game time about 1 hour and 4 minutes-ish. With the 10-run rule win, Hastings maintains the #1 spot in the Metro East Conference. I forgot to write down when they play next, so I'll give you that here in a second. Lido is tomorrow? Yes. Tomorrow, 4:30 at Tartan. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching on TV if you did, or your friends and family. So until next time, see you bye. Oh, we got to read credits. Here we go, upcoming games. I'll give you that on TV. Baseball versus Tartan, 5-2. That's tomorrow, right? Friday. 5-3, baseball versus Prescott. You guys are broadcasting that one out at Vets Park. So remember, that one is at Vets Park. We got girls lacrosse on the 7th versus Visitation. And then on the 9th, baseball versus Two Rivers. Huge thank you to Hunter Pinky for having me out for doing this today. Easiest hour of work ever, even though it started super stressful. Producers, Hunter Pinky. Announcer, myself, Bruce Karnick. Camera operators, Ian Andrusiak, Max Slocum, and Ben Branham. Graphics by Hunter Pinky. He also had the replay there. And your scoreboard operator on the screen was Seth Essler. And this is HCTV. Bruce Karnick signing off till next time. See you, bye.